Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, because we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week. LSU Tigers taking on the second-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Sooners will kick this deep to get us going. He'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Second down after that previous play. Toss play, running right. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, you go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Sooners will crank up the tempo.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. And I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer, option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray, and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just of quarterbacks, but of running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
2nd down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Sooners will have to punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Give it to the back again. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable.
Will he score here? And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Fires it to the wideout. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Oklahoma 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Spins away from defenders. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Press coverage now from the secondary. Same tailback, another carry. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And tackled there by the defense.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a game can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Now here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Turn starts inside the 15. Goes out of bounds at the 36 after a nice return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Handoff to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Fighting him off. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Well, Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield, Leonard Fournette, and, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Short connection to the tight end here. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, LSU. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirby.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
LSU 21.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's caught. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to chuck it again. He's escaping the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. 1st and goal. Good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
2nd down after that completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. We'll talk strategy here.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Sooners offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and they get you the yards you need.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still plenty of life left. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Now, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Oklahoma.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They've got the lead, but had settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quick completion to the tight end. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover for those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Sooners are on the move here. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The Sooners pick up enough for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They're setting out to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Just trucks the man. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On the ground, it's Williams. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up at 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
That's a first down for the offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. There's the handoff.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They've got a first and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Bringing pressure. He eludes the both run tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Well, I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This offense is still clicking. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score LSU 38, Oklahoma 24.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.